Babe, quiet, eh? Hi. Excited. All right. I am live 17 seconds in my life. Is anybody out there? Just having a little jazz to get things started. Honestly, I'm just here to show this off a little bit. I got it! I'm so excited to get this. And I'm basically going to be working on mine now. This interior is black and white. So this one right now, it's still the price has not changed yet. It's still on a special price of $14.99. But I think today's like about the last day that the price change will be effective real soon. And there's also the colored interior, which is also really nice. And that one is a little bit more pricey, but they're both options are up on Amazon. So, is anybody on live? All right. So, let's start. I'm gonna look for a cool pen because I absolutely love setting goals. I love writing a to-do list. I love having structure. I'm a person that always uses the word I need to get organized. And so like me achieving any goals, I have to make sure that I can see the goal structure, that I can see what I'm doing. I need to have, like, I'm literally obsessed with to-do lists. First of all, having a to-do list is like the most important thing you can do for goal setting. A to-do list is like your everyday goal setting guide or goal setting tool that you use to complete your goals. And it's also scientifically proven to give you that happiness hormone or endorphin that, once you tick things off on your to-do list, it literally makes you happier. And it also contributes to you that good feeling of, yes, I accomplished. It's so amazing to see your productivity for the day when you have a to-do list. Like, otherwise you're just like, what did I get done today? What did I do today? I can't really, like, did I do anything productive today? A to-do list helps you to feel like you've been productive. So here it is, the Winning Woman's Guide to Goal Crushing. Okay, so the reason why I created this guide, this journal, this planner, I call it 100 million things, but it's because when I first had the idea, like, you do your research. Once you have like a business idea or any type of idea, you kind of like go on Google or go searching, go look for research, see what's out there, and see what you're sort of competing against. But my goal was to see like what was missing in some of these journals, guides, or whatever it is. What was missing in these that a lot of people were saying? So I went and I looked at the best-selling guide or the best-selling journal, and I saw tons of negative comments, and I was like, this journal or this guide has sold like 20,000 books and tons of negative comments. I was like, doesn't make sense. Like, it has like it says bestseller. So a lot of people were talking about that there weren't any original quotes or original motivational things in the books, or there wasn't enough prompts. And what prompts do is that each one of us, we have different motivational levels. Each one of us, we have different ambitions. We're just different. So for one person, they might need more to help them to achieve a goal, and another person, they might just need, like, okay, you go get it. But someone might need help. Okay, so how do I go get it? So we all have different levels. And what I saw was that a lot of people who really needed help staying on task or going after their goals found that a lot of these journals have a lot of blank pages, or guides have a lot of blank pages. They just tell you, famous people, motivational quotes, but they never tell you, okay, here's how to actually structure your goals, or here's what you need to do if you feel unmotivated, or where do you find resources. So this is why I created this journal, this guide, this planner. Again, I said I have many names of it. So yeah, so this is why I created this. So my goal for December was to create one children's storybook every week. And I ended up doing a lot more than that in a month. And it truly was because of having this sort of structure for all my goals. For everything that I had to do, I had to have a structure. I had to have a to-do list. I had to have a goal-setting guide that I can see, that I can follow. Okay, today I'm writing the story down. Okay, tomorrow I'm illustrating the images. Okay, I'm going to learn about designing this, or I'm going to learn about this feature, or I have this problem with uploading my books onto Amazon KDP. Okay, I need more research on how to do that properly. If I have a problem, and I anticipated problems, because my first book to publish was so stressful. My dimensions was off. I literally was crying because I've built this thing within me where, like, if I say I'm going to do something, or if I say my deadline is next Monday, I need to make sure that I keep the word to myself. It's not about another person. You just have to worry about, how do you feel looking in the mirror if you know that you have not accomplished this dream for yourself. So that Monday, I knew I wanted to put that book out, and Amazon KDP was refusing every copy, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. But anyways, I just went into research mode. I was okay, it's fine. How do I fix this problem? And I had to research a lot of things. My first book taught me so much. And once I learned this lesson one time, I'm like, I'm not about to let this happen again. So the next week, when I have my new goals of the new book that I have to publish, I started to, anticipate. I had to schedule everything that I had to do and anticipate, okay, if I have the book done by Thursday, and somehow, for some reason, Amazon KDP does not accept my book, I need to put time into that as well, for if anything happens, or if I get sick, or I have a headache, or I need to take care of my son more, or somehow some error occurs. I need to plan and prepare for if something happens that will come in the way of me achieving my goal that next Monday. And so with every lesson, I started to build for greater success the next week, where it would take me probably 3 days to do everything, instead of the week before, or the 2 weeks before, it would take me 7 days to do everything. So I say all that to say that a major part of goal setting is anticipating what could go wrong and planning for if something goes wrong, what do you do? So you set your goals in mind, and you also set, okay, what if I become sick? God forbid. What if I don't have the resources? What if my car breaks down that week? What if for example, your business is delivering something? You need to plan for and anticipate if something goes wrong. Otherwise you already set yourself up to fail. Next week you're supposed to deliver something, and your car breaks down, and you don't have another vehicle for backup. You don't have a friend you can call on, or you just always need to think about that. Okay, so to start the journal, or the guide, I created these cool looking girls. They're super sassy. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, they each have a certain job to do within the book. I felt it was really important to make it feel as if you're talking to a friend who is helping you through your goal setting journey. So each character here is going to provide you with, one of them is going to give you guidance and encouragement. Another one will give you, help you celebrate your successes, no matter how big or small. And another one, she will be giving you all original motivational quotes. That's another thing that I found that a lot of people were saying online, was that a lot of the motivational quotes in these journals and in these guides are not original, or they don't feel like it motivates them at all. That's really sad. So next I have a cool section on successful goals are smart. Like, this is a principle I'm sure many of you have heard before. And a lot of this information, I know a couple of you know that I'm also a teacher, that I have a bachelor's in education from McGill. So a lot of this information and content is as well from my bachelor's. And basically, this principle you can use in any part of your life. They use it specifically a lot for fitness, but I'm telling you, it's the same concept. A lot of businesses, if you look at any business plan or any business person, they will tell you this is how they set their goals, and this is the type of drive and focus that they use to set their goals and achievement. And so basically, it helps you to go through how many tips, 5 tips to help you complete your goals. So it goes to the SMART acronym, planning for unforeseen circumstances, and that's really, really important. And I'm not sure. I think I have something coming up in business, in budgeting as well. I think I posted that about an emergency fund. Probably like 5 years ago, I came across this idea of having an emergency fund. And that's another thing about planning for unforeseen circumstances, is that in your life, you need to have an emergency fund. You need to have some money set aside for if something unforeseen happens, that you're not, digging into your savings, or you're not left like, I don't have the money to do that. And I can't tell you how many times that knowing that I have that emergency money on the side has definitely made me feel a lot secure. But it's definitely something there that will help me, to stay on track. Because if my goal is to save this amount of money, but every year, which happens to me actually, like something around winter time always happens with my car. It's like almost like my car smells that I just got money around winter, and smells my bank account is, okay, it's a little bit too much here, Latoya. Let something happen with this car during winter that causes you to use some of this money. That's what happens every winter. Something happens and I need to dish out some of the money. And this used to drive me insane. But with my emergency fund now for the past 5 years, I've always now anticipated, hey, let me see what kind of car problems winter is bringing me here. So I have that money, and I know that's something that always happens, right? So we learn from mistakes. So we learn from repetition of behaviors, that something may happen to your car during winter. You may need a new tire, winter tires. You may battery. So let me prepare for that. Let me prepare for something happens with my car, and unforeseen circumstances, that I'm prepared financially for it. And that's a big tip for budgeting as well. So that's in the guide. Then I have a section on self-reflection and self-realization. Oh my gosh, like, you can't set another goal without having some self-reflection of why you're here in this moment, in this time, in this year, in this place, in this space. I couldn't, and I realized, like, a big part of moving forward is knowing where you came from and knowing present in the moment, what's going on in this moment. So this is a little activity. It gives you questions. So take a piece of paper and just write answers to some of these questions. And some of the questions here is like, what caused you to succeed in your past goals? Now, if you have a formula for what made you successful in the past, use that formula again, and probably tweak it a little bit to make you even more successful. So it's a good thing to look at, okay, why was I successful in this goal before? And then you have to take a hard look at what caused me not to succeed in some of my past goals. Maybe, I was a bit lazy, or maybe I was unmotivated really quickly. Or maybe I didn't have the tools or the resources or the knowledge. And this is a big part of why I created this group. I'm a resource person. Like, if I don't know, I have to go find the information. I have to know. I have to figure out how. I have to figure out a way. So every time I meet something that I don't know, I go get the information and I bring it to the group, and I bring you some of the information. And if you have the information for the group, by all means, share it. So this is a really cool activity. So grab a piece of paper when you get the book. Grab a piece of paper and do this number 3 question by answering. Why are you trying to succeed with this goal? What will the success of this goal change for your life? You need to know where you're going. You need to know what success means to you for that goal. you need to know what you envision for the future. It can't be like a black, oh, I just want to be successful. What does successful mean to you? It could mean this different, it definitely means a different thing to me. It definitely means a different thing to the next person. So there are a lot of questions here that will help you to figure out, self-reflect, get a paper, get a cool pencil, pen, and self-reflect on these questions and write down, are the relationships that you're in and the friendships that you have conducive to success? That's a really big one, to be honest. Because if you're around a group of friends that are always comfortable with where they're at, you know, when I was in college, when I was in college, before the exam, I always met a couple of people in front of the classroom, and they would be like, oh, I'm ready to get this over with, la, 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 whatever. Once we're finished the exam, I'll be like, so how was it? Yeah, it was easy, you know, it was okay, like, whatever. So I was like, wow, they're so smart. Like, if they felt like that was so easy, like, man, they probably got, like, hundreds or whatever. Like, I was, like, in awe that they thought the exams were so easy. Then, a couple weeks later, we get the results. So I got my results, and I'm there, you know, I'm excited. And they get their results, and they're jumping up. So I'm like, okay, it was easy, I guess. I got a high mark. So I asked the next person, how much did you got? I got 60. I was like, you're okay with a 60? I passed. And I realized like a lot of them had that mindset that 60 was okay. 60 was enough. For me, it's not. And a lot of my friends and a lot of people who are in this group are, you went to college with me or went to university with me, you know that's true. You could definitely comment and say like, what you remember about me during college was that even 95 wasn't enough. And it's not like I'm an overachiever. If I know I can do better, I do better. But I say all that to say that if you're around a group of people that always think 60 is enough, passing is enough, like I just need to pass, that's not the group of people that you need for this year for achieving your goals. Because you'll always feel like, okay, well, since they're okay with 60, I guess I can just relax too. But if you're around people who are saying like, you know what, 60 is not enough and I need to get 75 this week, and then in the next 2 months I need to get 85, and then in the next 2 months I need to get 92. That's the kind of people you need to be around. So that part of the book just helps you to really reflect on who is in your corner, who's in your circle. And if this person is always telling you, well, why you always got this creative idea? Why are you always trying to do more? Why are you so ambitious? Like, why can't you just satisfy? Satisfied with what? Like, satisfied with what? Yes, you're grateful. You're grateful for where you're at, but God has given you so much more and so much that you can do that we don't even know our true potentials yet until we actually practice and exercise that. So have fun with that. That's really going to help. Create a dream board. I love creating a dream board. I do it every year, every New Year. I create a dream board. Go, if you don't know what a dream board is, go check it out. It's pretty cool. It helps you to visually see like everything. It's basically like a goal setting activity, but with pictures, with color, with you know, with a lot of cool stuff. Okay. And then the last section for the 5 tips on how to complete your goals this year is know yourself. Like honestly, like if you don't know yourself, man, you're literally like setting yourself up to fail. Like know who you are, know what makes you motivated, know what makes you angry, know what makes you happy, know what you want, know what you don't want. Know how you know, if you know like you're not a morning person, don't set your goals for the morning as yet. Don't challenge yourself as yet. You know, work up to that challenge. But don't set yourself up to fail by saying you're not a morning person, you don't like to get up early. And then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. for starting my next week. No. You're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you're going to hear the alarm, and you're going to take it off because you're not a morning person. Okay? So what you want to do is ease into it. 5 o'clock in the morning may be something that you hope to, accomplish. But you start slowly. Maybe start 8. Maybe start 8 at first, then do 7:30. Work into it. Because you know that you love your cozy bed. And you know that once you hear that alarm, your finger will just take it off. Like, And sometimes, that's okay. But if you want real change, know yourself and don't set goals that you already know that you're gonna just fail at. So if you do know yourself, you want to ease yourself into waking up early. Okay, I want to start. That's when you set small goals, because your big goal is to probably wake up at 5 in the next 3 months and have a lot of time in the day to do a lot. There's this actor, I think it's Mark Wahlberg. He talked about that he wakes up like 5 or something in the morning. Like, he does so much in his day, but his day always starts at 5. And I know that he didn't just wake up with that type of mentality. He grew into it. But he does so to keep himself on a schedule, almost similar to when he acts, when he does his production for movies, because he wants to keep his body trained to wake up early and to get started. And he also has a very strict fitness regimen where he's always ready. He says, if someone calls me for a movie right now, the opportunity of my life, and I'm chunky and I'm not ready physically, I'm going to miss the opportunity. So even though I don't have a movie right now, an action movie right now, I still maintain my schedule as if I'm acting, as if I'm on set. That way I'm always ready. And I'm like, I like that. He's always ready for an opportunity. And I want to be always ready for my opportunities. So that's number 5. Strengths and weaknesses. I'm about to get off, but I'm about to go work on this. But I'm so in love with this, with this guy. You have a strengths and weaknesses activity. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and remember your weakness is only something. It's a trait or ability that you haven't mastered as yet. It will eventually become a strength if you want it to. And there are also strengths that are definitely going to be like a weakness, because, for example, if you're super prideful or you're super strong and think you don't need anyone, that could work against you in a job where you have to be social or you have to work with others. There's so much in this guide. But definitely take a look. I'll be doing a video every week to help you get the most out of every section. And if you have any questions, or if you don't understand any part of it or anything like that, just shout me, put a comment on that. I think I'll probably have a post up for questions on the guide for this week, and I could definitely come on and answer them. I want it to be a journey that we start and we do together and we finish together. I have so much things coming up, so many good things are happening because of my focus and because I'm structuring successful goals. I will see you soon. Please go out and get this. This will change your life. Oh, I forgot to show. So it has a monthly calendar, of course, and then it has affirmations. This was really important. I saw a lot of people online in a lot of books. They needed help affirming that they deserve success, or they deserve happiness, or that they could do it. And every section, every month, every affirmation is specifically designed for that month. I took into consideration New Year's resolutions and why they fail so often. I took into consideration goals in the summer. I mean, for a lot of us who went to college, or who, doesn't matter, college, work, or whatever, during the summer months, it's the hardest time to go to work, to go to school, to do anything that is not dining on a terrace, drinking something nice, out in the park, at a pool. You just want to relax. You just want to enjoy the sun. You just want to be outside. But summer is also one of the biggest threats to your focus on your goals. And I have some solutions. I have some guide on that, because not everything that's good is good for you. Not saying that you can't enjoy summer, but if you structure that within your plan, structure time, plan for time with family, time for outside, and respect that. Go do that. Go to the barbecue. Go have fun. But don't forget your goals. Because when I was in college again, as soon as May hit, forget it. The class attendance, and the teacher would be like, where's everyone? Everybody forgot about their degrees. They forgot about attendance. They forgot about coming to class. Forgot about the test. They didn't care about the test. They didn't care about information, because all they wanted to do was just go on, go on the lawn and just relax. It's definitely one of the things that's very distracting. If you really want to seek your goals, and for me too, I have to plan for that. I have to plan for when it's really nice outside and I really don't feel like staying inside and work, or I really don't feel like going and do whatever I have to do, that I remember to stay focused. So the last thing I'll probably say is that mid-year, there's a whole section on evaluating your 6 months, which is super. I don't think any guide or journal has that, which is super amazing. It tells you to reevaluate. Every month it tells you to reevaluate, but in mid-year it asks you to reevaluate, self-reflect. There's gratitude sections. What are you grateful for? Remembering to be grateful for just little things helps you to stay focused, helps you to appreciate where you are. A mid-year evaluation, reflection, journaling sections. This is your chance to restructure, refocus, and claim the next 6 months. It's not over yet. There's so much in this book, and I really, really hope it blesses you. I really, really hope it helps you. And don't forget, we have Winning Wednesdays that will be starting next Wednesday. Comment your goals, your achievements, whatever they are, no matter how small, no matter how big. Let's all get into the habit of celebrating each other. And every Friday, starting from next Friday, I will have an interview segment with tons of professionals. We have business coach, we have a credit analysis, we have a mindset coach. That will be the first video because the mindset needs to be really right to succeed this year or any time. We have so much. We have a mortgage consultant interview coming up. Also real estate agent, just tons of professional people, business mom entrepreneurs, business women who are killing it with online business. I'm actually waiting for stickers I purchased from one of our business women in the group from the right channel. I think it's on Etsy. But anyways, when I get my stickers for the book, I'll show it. But anyways, thank you guys. This ended up being longer than I wanted, but I just wanted to share everything. Thanks guys for tuning in. No matter how much of you guys, I appreciate the 2, 3, 4 of you. I say that was a successful live and I am loving it. So, see you soon.